Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Um, a lot of you are subscribed to my channel for coding tutorials and deployment videos with like software and technology. I have a big announcement for everyone that's subscribed, and unfortunately, it's a little bit of bad news for the channel, and hopefully, it will be good news in terms of just making more videos. Um, So I wrote out a little outline to keep me on track with what I want to cover. So I'm not going to go through it here, but I want to just talk directly to you like this really quick. Let me just put myself here, change this really quick. Filters. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. So I'm changing the direction of my channel. Um, I have a lot of great emails and YouTube comments from everyone for my past videos. I've created, if you don't know, if you're just a random bypasser, I create coding tutorials, and um, I've tried, I've tried a lot of different things to get this channel off the ground, and I've learned a lot. But to just take accountability, and the truth of it is that I've failed myself. I have not had the discipline to create these videos, and I've actually had to take a step back and just ask myself, why am I unable to create these videos? And I realized I'm not in a really good time in my life to be making YouTube videos as much as I would love to, if that makes sense. I was recently, yeah, I was recently diagnosed with CMT. It stands for Charcot-Marie-Tooth syndrome. I'm not going to disclose my specific uh, genetic problem I have, but just know that I'm okay, and that it's not life threatening or anything. It's just my quality of life will change over time as I get older. And that's okay. I've accepted that. There's nothing you can really do about that. Life is going to is going to give you a set of hands. You know, they're going to give you a set of cards, and you gotta play with the set of cards that you get in life, and do that. Another reason why I can't keep making tutorial videos, coding tutorial videos, is that I work a full time job. The reason I have this camera, the reason I have this computer, the reason I'm able to live in my apartment is that the job pays for all that. I'm really grateful for that. And even though it can be difficult at times, as any job. Um, and I'm also in an online MBA program. So what that means is I'm studying after work a lot. Um, and finally, I've worked like a part-time job to pay down loans, and got engaged this year. I'm really happy about that. Love you, babe. Um, and I moved apartments. And why this matters is that it's all too much. Um, on top of everything that happened this year and the year before that, it feels like it's all crashing down. And I hope you can empathize with that. If you're in a place where so much is going on, you're unable to do the things that you do love doing. It can be suffocating, right? Um, between like 8 hours after work, 2 to 3 hours of studying, committing time to my partner, and I just can't do the YouTube videos. And a big reason why is the type of videos that I make. Um, it doesn't work, if that makes sense, on time wise. You only have like so many hours in a day, and you could say like have this grind culture, hustle mindset about things, but realistically, you're only human, and the people who are talking about this stuff, like, they have resources, they have a support system, an editor possibly, and kind of getting to that is extremely difficult. And I've realized, like, within my capacity, I need to think about what I can realistically do when creating videos. And I just want to get into why, because like the coding tutorial videos actually are successful, for me anyways, right? I used to create a video and it would get like 50 views. That's pretty normal. I can achieve 50 views pretty much time I make a video, which is great. I made a coding tutorial video where we'll deploy a Python Flask app on it with a Docker container onto Google Cloud, and that has done really well and did 20K views, and it brings views to my website for the instructions on how to do that. But to just achieve that single video, it took hours of researching the topic, personal experience on deploying, like on applications like Linode, or they changed it recently. They got acquired, but that's another story. AWS, Google Cloud, right? Going through the documentation, getting a working prototype because I had to pull all the code together and then make sure it worked on the first go. Writing the script, making sure I hit every step, rehearsing, do the rewrites, do the editing, do the sound checks, do the thumbnail. And that video actually took a lot of time. And the truth is I can't keep producing those videos with my current schedule, my current workload. And I've tried really hard to niche down the channel or the brand, try to work with the color orange, try to improve the thumbnails to have consistency from video to video. It just feels not authentic, unauthentic, really. Just, I used to follow a podcaster, and Justin Welch, if you've heard of the solo entrepreneur guy, and really talented guy, really great stuff, but you have to be committed to it 100%. And I don't know how. I've tried the niching down, and I think it has helped, but it feels forced, if that makes sense. And I realized I had to take another, this is the reason why I took a step back, because I wasn't producing any videos that were actually interesting, and I was boxing myself in, and the coding tutorial videos became forced. I would start with okay, we're going to deploy on Netlify, and I start writing the script up, and I start documenting, and I realize, I need to put 14 hours into this, and I'm tired from work. I'm tired from my MBA program, and I'm doing too much. I'd love coaching people. I'd love teaching people, and I've had some really awesome wins with that video. Right, I've actually been paid as a consultant for 1 hour of work for my LLC. And that was a huge win because I never had that happen before. I created a video and I just honed in on skills and techniques, right? And people messaged me to just help them do it in a matter of minutes versus them doing themselves, spending hours trying to learn it. And that's how consultants get paid, is that I basically learned something that took me hours to help people do it in 20 minutes, right? And that's amazing. And I was like, wow, I got something here. I can make something of it. However, it feels like it's not working because with my schedule and my time, I can't make it work. I cannot make videos for my audience. I can't make them happy. I've been asked to make many videos, but the truth is I can't make it. It's really hard. I can't quit my day job because I have to pay rent, have to pay my student loans, have to pay for food. I don't want to quit YouTube. I don't want to quit creating. I want to make that very clear. I do want to make videos, but I've realized that I need to make videos like this where it's just me talking to a webcam, and I can be more ranty and less scripted and more authentic because sticking to script is great. It makes better videos, but it's also very time consuming. And that's why I think so many YouTubers pay script writers and pay editors to edit the video to make it sound cohesive and tell a story, and then, have something to talk about without losing authenticity at the same time. But having one person try to do it, it's difficult. I could sit there and just do my regular coding projects. I'm really good at just like interacting with technology and piecing together code and creating like a prototype, a working idea of something. But teaching you how to do that's difficult because I just naturally spent a lot of time figuring out how to make things work, learning how to read documentation and implementing solutions that it feels natural and it feels difficult. Like you can't teach something like that. And a lot of it has to do with like being persistent in coding and reading the docs, trying things, spending hours, over and over and over again, learning and really being optimistic at the end of the day. Like, yeah, this is going to work. This is going to work. I don't see why this can't work. You have to think like that to make things work. But burnout's real and I can't do it. That's why I want to tell the audience there. And so, yeah, I think I think what I learned actually for the last 2 years, working a full-time job, trying to make YouTube happen, is actually I need to make the videos work for me and then just take a leap of faith and hope and say like, I hope these videos work for you. People who subscribe to me, I'm sorry, this is not what you subscribed for. You subscribe for more coding tutorials, but those are very scripted and that's not me. It's not authentic. It's actually just, it's all very edited, right? It's all very scripted. Oh, that was a loud sound. Yeah, I get tons of Teams sounds. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, it's so I wanted to talk about things that excited me. I'm interested in investing. I love art. I love talking about life. I just there, you know, even now, like there's so many things I want to talk about, but I think timing is really important in context, with everything that's happening in the world. So I think I'm just going to try to be authentic as I can with my audience. Of course, things are going to be scripted or edited still. I mean, that there's that layer there, but so I hope this works for you. So I need to make videos that work for me, and then hopefully they work for you. I don't know if they will. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening. I'm going to keep going. When I finish my MBA program or, get some more free time, I'm going to probably come back to some coding tutorial videos. I do like coding. I do like building things. But when you add the layers of like editing and perfection, it's a massive amount of work, and there are some coding tutorials I've seen. Sorry, I'm ranting. Yeah, so I'm going to do what works for me, and this is so much easier for me to just talk to you directly than, like planning every single sentence out like crazy, because it makes no sense. I guess like economically or like time wise. I have a second screen over here, and I have a third screen up here, but yeah, that's why I'm looking over there. Yep, thank you. So subscribe if you're interested to hear me just rant about my life and projects I'm working on. The new direction is just going to be more authentic videos, more raw videos like this, talking about topics that I care about, and building on that rather than trying to manufacture something. Because yeah, you can be deliberate and it does work. Like the hard work of manufacturing a video, like doing the editing and the script, it all works. But if it's not working for you, I'm just going to use a webcam. Like I've talked to other YouTubers and other people who make YouTube channels, and they're just like, do a crappy webcam, do the mic, stop trying so hard. And I want to stop trying so hard. That's the big point of it. Stop trying so hard.